Hello. So, it's time for the RDL Week 2. Is this a little quiet? This might be a little quiet, hang on. I know the music kicks up in a sec. I'm gonna just turn it up slightly. Hopefully it doesn't blast out your eardrums. There we go. Okay, looks fine. Okay. It's really annoying when songs have a slow intro. Anyway. So, RDL Season 2. RDL Season 2? RDL Week 2. I can't talk, okay? You'll have to excuse me. I failed recording, mainly because I was going to be like, oh yeah, look how many tabs I have open. And I still got a lot of tabs open, sure. But I had more tabs open, and some of them I weren't allowed to click on, aka I weren't allowed to... I'm not... How am I trying to say this? It's documents that aren't completely public access, and I don't feel comfortable showing. Mainly the RDL doc. So yeah. But as you can see, enough of that. Let's get into like our team prep this week. So we're against Big Black Coat / Eris, who I'm going to be referring to as Eris for the rest of the video because that's way easier on my tongue. And the Fairfax Farfetch'd. So you can see that team here: Weavile, Tapu Koko, Scolipede, Sceptile, Raikou, Poltegeist, Garchomp, Farfetch'd, their mascot, funnily enough, Emolga, Corsola, Buzzwole, Butterfree, and Alchemy G-Max. Things to note as well, both Koko and Buzzwole cannot max, so those are things to keep in mind, because even I forgot of all things. I started doing calcs against Dynamax Koko, and then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. So, anyway, so their draft, it's... Their week 1... The way they played their team was very much just using Alchemy with a Scarf. And just Scarf decorating all of their fast offensive mons. Things like Koko, Weavile, Raikou, and Garchomp, I think were the 4 like that were used. That were used as like the offensive mons to Scarf decorate. So... And if you look at the rest of their team, like, there's not really a lot of slow mons. There's definitely no Trick Room mode here. Absolutely not. Unless you're going for slow Poltegeist, but then you don't have a Shell Smash. Butterfree is usually faster with, like, Rage Powder, Sleep Powder. Corsola's not an actual offensive mon. It's a defensive piece. And Farfetch'd isn't a real Pokemon. So, I'm sorry. It might be your mascot, but I'm sorry. Even Buzzwole's not really slow enough to use Trick Room, and Alchemy isn't really an offensive Pokemon. Not used as an offensive Pokemon anyway. So there's no real Trick Room, so we can absolutely use a Trick Room mode if we want to ourselves. Their speeds are very good though. They have very, very fast Pokemon. They have 5 Pokemon above 110 in Scolipede, Sceptile, Raikou, Weavile, and Tapu Koko. So they are very fast. But I don't believe they have any Tailwind, to my knowledge. Maybe, Butterfree maybe, but that's like it. So, we can really use our tools to our advantage in this. So, what is the plan here? So, if we can shut down Scarf Decorate, we can, or like just Decorate in general, we can cut their damage output a lot. They're also just keeping an eye on the offensive threats, and making sure we can break through the couple support pieces they do have. Notably Butterfree. Emolga I don't consider a real Pokemon. Farfetch'd, sorry, but no. Corsola I'm not really sure what it's going to do. And then there's Alchemy, which is the main one that we're kind of focusing. Alchemy and Butterfree are the 2 that we're really focusing on, making sure that don't really get anywhere. So, as for the team we're bringing, so we are bringing Expert Belt Landorus. This is a prime Dynamax target. Speed is for making it so that once we have a max airstream, we outspeed max speed Tapu Koko. The attack is for one-shotting a Dynamax Raikou with max Quake if the Raikou has 4 HP and 4 defense. Rock Slide is just a great move outside of max, and then Superpower gives us that attack raise if we want it, and a +1 max Quake will one-shot a non-Dynamax Garchomp with 4 HP, 4 defense. You can kind of see that here. These are the calcs for Lando, so yeah, there's the Raikou. It doesn't have 4 HP there, but, wait, that's... Oh! That's that. Okay, so that calc's wrong. So this is a max attack Lando against a Raikou. But this doesn't include Expert Belt. So, that's why it doesn't matter. So, yeah, the Expert Belt basically gives us some bulk we can work around with. So that's why it's like that. So maybe I don't need as... I don't know. So we've got the HP, some defenses. Like, Dynamaxing Lando is just going to be good. Next... This is the week in which if you want to say to me, just max attack, max speed something as an offensive one, you're fine. This is the week that I'm saying no. Because some of these sets are wild. We are bringing Spice. So some of you may know in VGC, at least back in Gen 7, there was a thing called Support Cocoa. Support Cocoa was actually decently common. You would give it usually an Assault Vest, maybe an Electric Seed, but very unlikely. Usually Assault Vest Cocoa. It would run Volt Switch, Nature's Madness, and then things like Skydrop and Electro Web. Skydrop's gone from the game now, but like you'd run like things like Electro Web and then like an attacking move like Dazzling Gleam or Thunderbolt. And you just generally use it as a supporting piece to just get a chip and just be hard to pin down while lowering speed usually, and just getting a lot of chip. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Support Bulu! The world has never seen a Support Bulu. I knew Bulu had to come this week because of Coco. Because Coco and Raikou is such a threatening offensive combination, I could not just let, like... I had to make sure that terrains were under control, and I had the ability to change terrains. However, if you look at Eris's team, there is no grass weeks. Not one. So I was like, well, Bulu is kind of awkward here. So how do I make Bulu good? And I was like, well, what if I just build it as a defensive piece? Because it will resist Coco's stuff, it will resist Sceptile's stuff, it will resist Raikou's stuff, it will resist the ground stuff from Garchomp. It will take like Buzzwole stuff well. Like, it's gonna do good at, like, being a defensive piece rather than an offensive piece. So, here we are. We've got Support Bulu. So, Grassy Glide, Nature's Madness, Snarl, and Rock Slide. We are allowing Grassy Glide because we know that's coming in the DLC. So, yeah. Rock Slide's just kind of here because I didn't really know what else to put on it. Like, it could have been D-Gleam, but I think Rock Slide makes a little more sense here. And I did want the AV. Like, it could be, like, another offensive move, but the thing is, it's not really here to use the offense to deal the damage, it's more so to use it for the side effects. I just, break slashes with Rock Slide. Honestly, like, it's probably better that I take off Rock Slide. Like, there's no there would never be a situation in which I click Rock Slide with this thing. At least very unlikely. Actually, no, it's still good for Weavile. It's still good for Weavile. Weavile's a little scary, if you couldn't tell. I'm a little scared of Weavile, because it hurts these first two. And they... maybe coming to a few games. So next up, Incin. Always a pain to do Incin calcs. I hate it. Oh yeah, the speed on this is also to make sure it outspeeds Coco after a Tailwind. There's no calcs really for Bulu. It's just like I wanted a defensive piece, and just giving it max defense and then having an AV on it just felt right. Incin, however, Incin has calcs. I didn't want enough. I wasn't going to go for enough speed to outspeed Coco after a Tailwind. I was like, I'm just not doing it. It's too much speed for a defensive Pokemon. So I just went for outspeeding Sceptile because I can one-shot that with a Flare Blitz. Same with Weavile, same with Butterfree, same with Scolipede. So all of those will just go down to a Flare Blitz with just 4 attack and Adamant. The actual defensive calc, I believe, is for a -1 max Quake from an Animate Garchomp? Yeah, so here. So, we live an Animate max attack Garchomp max Quake at -1. Goggles are here for Butterfree. I could easily see, like, something like Butterfree Scolipede, like, try to start Swords Dancing, and I just bop the Scolipede. It's very, very realistic possibility. Obviously, I can fake it out as well, but yeah, like, goggles on Incineroar is just good. It just always has been. It's a common item in VGC for Incineroar anyway, so why not? The rest was kind of dumped in special defense, because I didn't really need any more offense. Lapras, we needed offensive special attack. Originally this was max special attack, but then I kind of looked at a certain calc, and I believe that was what sold me on giving it a bit more defense. We made it so we can actually use it in Tailwind. Yeah, this one. So this now lives a animate max attack Rockfall from a Garchomp, which is very, very nice. You could say that going for the going for like the Coco or like the Raikou might have been a little bit better, but I can at least kill the Garchomp back is the thing. Or at least do good damage. I don't think I can kill a Dynamax Garchomp with this set. Can I? I don't think I ever calced it actually, because I don't think I ever calced it with Life Orb. So let me go Lapras versus Garchomp. I don't remember if I ever did. Put the 4s in. We're doing calcs live, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm a fool, and I don't think I did the calc. What am I, 220? This is the problem when you have too many tabs open, because you can never find the tab you need. Sheer Cold, Blizzard and... no, Blizzard is 140. Max. Sheer Cold, I think, is only 130. So we max that. We don't need a... We've got Ice Beam on here over Freeze Dry, because they have no water types. Same with the reason why we have Shell Armor over Water Absorb. They have no water types. Versus a Garchomp, we are maxed, and they are... Well, that does kill. I didn't think it did. Maybe I just never maxed it. Whatever. So this kills max. So we can kill it back. And I think if we can just kind of prove the calc. I don't feel like I need to prove the calc, but like here we are. We're already here. Oh, that's because it's got way more defense. So I just only have the 92 defense. And I don't think I have that much HP either. I've only got 28 HP. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, because we wanted to speed. We wanted to speed here, so yeah. That's why we've got what we've got. But we needed to make sure we had enough special attack. I don't know why. Actually, no, I just wanted as much special attack as possible. That's why it's just 220. Just because, like, we actually don't have that much offense on the team. Like, Lando and Lapras are two, like, max targets. And then, like, the rest of our offense is just kind of bulky offense that doesn't really have a lot of investment. So, yeah. Torn. We need Torn this week. I originally had a team which just didn't have Torn on it, and I was like, what am I doing with my life? I need Torn. So Torn is sashed with enough speed to outspeed Adamant Garchomp. I didn't care about Jolly. And the offense is enough so Air Slash is a one-shot on 4 HP Force F Sceptile. That's the only thing I cared about. I wasn't... Like, this thing is basically here to chunk things down so the rest of the team can kind of just, like... Like, a lot of it is, like, things... Other than my Dynamax threats, nothing's really going to be, like, one-shotting anything that isn't, like, super bulky. Or it's, like, not super frail. So, like, the fact that I've got, like, the ability to just take some, like, clean chunks out of things before they're too problematic is the point here. We've got Knockoff. Knockoff is just going to be good at just taking out items. I was considering U-turn, but a lot of the time, Torn's just going to want to stay in anyway. So that's why it's here. And again, it's needed for Prankster Tailwind and Prankster Taunt for the Alchemy. So, last but not least, we have Cress. Kind of, the Cress is interesting. What's the calc for it? This is the calc for it. It's the +2 modest max special attack Shadow Ball does not kill this Cress. So after Poltegeist Shell Smashes, it cannot one-shot this Cress still. Remember when I said Cress... Remember when I was talking about, like, making Incineroar calcs look, like, dumb? Cress calcs are way worse. Cress can live anything if you want it to. Cress is insane. So yeah, we've got Trick Room on it. I don't think I brought Trick Room last week. But the idea is we can backdoor Trick Room with Lapras if we want to. It's a very realistic possibility, because, like, Landorus is more of an offense, like, something I would rather use in Tailwind, because I can also max Airstream as well and make it fast. Whereas Lapras I can use in the back with Cress, and maybe I just lead something like Insin or like Torn Bulu, or Torn Insin, or something like that. Or even Lando. Like Lando Torn is going to be a lead that I can see myself going for. And then I could even just bring Backdoor Trick Room with Cress and Lapras. So that's kind of the point here. Icy Wind, obviously, just good. I wanted to see if I could, like, I wanted to see if I could, like, make it so that this Cress could, like, do enough to chomp to make it so it was worth it, but no. No, Cress, unfortunately, is not that specially offensive. So, it was unfortunate, but we've got the Helping Hand, which is really going to just help pick up, like, extra KOs when I need to. Trick Room, and then Psyshock, just to hit stuff. Psychic was considered, but just in case of AV Coco, I went Psyshock. That's literally it. I don't think there's anything else I would rather... I mean, it's also good for Alchemy, I guess. But yeah. And Raikou, actually. I think Raikou's got... Yeah, Raikou's got way better Spadef. Oh, you have way better Spadef as well, so it's good for Poltegeist. Good for you. I guess you're probably just going to take a chunk anyway. Unaffected. But yeah, the main one is Alchemy, because 121 special defense versus 75 defense. We take that every day of the week. So... Even though when Crest comes onto the field is unlikely to matter. But yeah. So yeah, that is the team for this week. So I will see you guys in the battle. This is a very weird team. I am, like, this is the team, like, these two in particular just look so weird. Like, this doesn't look too out of the mark. This looks strange. Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's mixed offense. You can see that. You can see it's a weird, bulky offense, max speed Lapras. It's so strange. But then, like, the support mons are just so strange in, like, what they do, so... But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the battle. And we are back for the actual match, against the Fairfax Farfetch'd. So, something I want to get out really quick before we do this. The original team builder, so, yeah. Since the DLC came out and actually deconfirmed moves, we're going to still be using the deconfirmed moves, at least for now. I'm not sure if anything's going to change, but basically I can still use Grassy Glide Bulu. Even if I'll keep people informed on what's happening. But yeah, at least for now, the team is staying the same as it was. I think if anyone was to change, at worst, I would just change out Grassy Glide for Horn Leech, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah. Okay. So I'm just messaging Eris now, because they are ready to go. Just double check. So yeah, as you can see, we're using all National Dex DLC 2, which does allow Grassy Glide Bulu. So yeah. That is the one. So yeah, it's unfortunate that we started this, and then, like, yeah, and then the confirmed moves end up being, well, deconfirmed. So there's no actual Rising Voltage Coco, Expanding Force Lele, and Grassy Glide Bulu. So. Also, I made this team like a week ago. So, you know what I should do? Oh, that is the match. Sorry, Eris. Look out. Alright, so they brought Electric Terrain Core. I didn't know if they would. Let's see, what's not here that I was expect. Oh, and Thingy Throws while I'm looking at a different tab. There we go. So... There's no Butterfree. Interesting. What was my plan again? Oh, right, Tornadus. Tornadus is my plan. I think keeping Bulu in the back is good here. So I want to go, like... I think, well, I make Tornadus, Landorus, Bulu. Incin? There's a lot of support. But, like, Lando's going to be my carry anyway. Also, double Intimidate. Is that needed? It's like Cress isn't that good here. It's okay. I'll go with Incin. So they're going Buzzwole. I'm just going to do the smart thing. I'm going to taunt the Alchemy. I'm going to max Airstream this Buzzwole. I'm expert belt, yeah. Again, I made this team like a week ago, so I don't remember a lot about it. The downside of making teams early, you don't remember why you made things that you did. I suppose I should have probably prepped more for Weavile, to be honest, because, like, Lisa Lee was really bad against Weavile. We get to taunt the Alchemy. Did not know that! Was not aware that that was a thing. That's my bad. I would have. I didn't know that's what Aroma Veil did. Alright, cool. That's bad. Well, at least it no longer has a balloon. Alright. Raiko's maxing. I'm gonna knock my Tailwind. We're taking out the Raikou. Cool. And now we're gonna be faster than the Alchemy. So we could actually take out the Alchemy if we wanted, but if we're just taking out the max threats, like, well, the targets, then it's not that bad. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Air Slash killed here. Because I am like a fairly offensive thingy. But this might be AV, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go for it. Take out Buzzwole. Take out Alchemy. Oh, Lando. Lando, why do you do this to people? There's gonna be a Coco in the back, isn't it? Oh, don't show me the Coco in the back. No! Well... Ruined Dreams. You get to see the Coco item. It respects Coco. And yeah. So that was game 1. I'm so sorry, Ares. I'm so sorry. Alright, so that was game 1. I think they're gonna prep for Lando. I also didn't know that Alchemy did that. My Lando also doesn't have Protect. I mean, if I just, like, go Burrow with Lando, it's fine, right? Yeah, if I just go Burrow with Lando, it's fine, right? I'm just gonna bring the same 4. Like... Yeah. Yeah, Lando's dumb. Oh, there we go. We got Alchemy, and it's Chompy this time. Big old Chompers. Which actually makes way more sense now that I think about it than Weavile, because Weavile just kind of gets bopped. Garchomp might not actually get bopped, but unfortunately it's starting at -1. So we definitely want a Tailwind. We should be faster afterwards, so I'm going to go for an interesting play, and I'm going to go for a Knuckle. I could try and take out the Alchemy, I guess. And then it just, like, makes the Garchomp less threatening. That could be better, actually. But then, like, but then I don't get a kill. But then I do get Buff Lando. Buff Lando's pretty good. I need to make the most of these max turns, so I'm going to just try and take out Alchemy. So get our Tailwind up, we should be faster, I'm going to just take out the Alchemy turn 1. We see the Wormwind come out, that's going to drop my attack. So instead of this time, like, messing around with the Alchemy, this time I'm just going to be like, no, I'm just going to take it out. Wow, Lando is good. It is. I'm not sure if I should protect from the Raikou. Because I don't want to, like, waste a max turn here. Well, Garchomp could, like, protect as well. It could, like, max guard. I'm not sure. I'm not afraid of the Raikou right now, so I'm just going to knock it off. And I'm going to Knuckle into the Garchomp. Okay, no protects from either way. Okay. We're just going to try and keep my offense up. I did, like, nothing. Raikou got Skulled? Why? Why did it get Skulled? It makes no sense. Cool, I'm gonna knock off the Lando and just take out this friggin' Raikou. Rough Skin gets off CB, which is nice for when it, like, unmaxes. Lando's super weak now. And, like, out of max. So I may not even KO this Coco. I'm gonna go for it, mind you. Let's take off the specs, I think, and just EQ. Hoping this takes out Coco? Does not, okay. That +2 special defense coming in clutch right there. And Tailwind goes away, but I'm going to get to set it back up immediately here. Lando did finally die, but now it's time. This is, to be fair, this is support Bulu. So we're gonna get up our Tailwind again. I'm just gonna go for the Coco. So we're gonna Air Slash. Grassy Glide Air Slash. GG. I feel a little bit bad that I just basically brought Lando and just kind of went to town. GG, Eris. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I prepped a full team, and Lando just kind of went burr. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that one didn't feel good. That one felt like I brought Lando and I just won. And I feel a little bit bad about it. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. Like, that one I kind of felt bad about. Like, there was nothing they could do. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, Eris. Like, Eris seems like such a nice person, I just did that to them. So yeah, again, GG, but also not really, because it just didn't feel like it didn't feel like either has played the game, and that's what sucks. Like, I clicked the Tailwind button, like, I messed up turn 1 and didn't even realize what Aroma Veil did, and then I didn't even, like, take damage, right? I don't think I took damage. Because of Scarf Decorate. It was like, yeah, I feel bad. But I suppose that will do it for this week. I will try and find out what's happening. From my understanding, currently, we are still using the deconfirm moves. But I'm not sure if anything's changing with that, so I will let you guys know in the next video. So, but yeah, so I'll see you guys then. So take it easy, everyone.